Hey everybody, welcome back to the Guitar Tricks channel. I'm Neal, your host. Want a free lesson? I got one for you, and I got a tip of the week too. Tip of the week is how to get a meaner, eviler sound out of your standard tuned guitar. If you're tuned down, you're already getting one, so you don't have to worry about it. F sharp is the key. Recommendation of the week, try it out in F sharp. That'd be if you're in standard tuning. If you're already tuning down, then you're probably getting that effect anyway. So on to our lesson of the week. It's on guitar solo technique. We had a viewer write in and say, I know the modes, I know the scales, I'm just not getting musical soloing out of my guitar. Scales are great, modes are great. It's a lot of notes. You're learning a lot of notes, but what music boils down to is really conveying emotion. And if you think of the greatest guitar solos ever, go ahead. They're probably all blues-based guitar solos. So if you think about that, the blues guys back in the day who really started all this in the first place, they didn't know scales, they didn't know modes, you know, they just had a few notes to play from. And from these notes, you get the greatest solos in the world. So that tells you something about how to get musical and how to create emotion. If you think about people talking to one another, most of our body language, 80% of it is tone, and communication is tone and body language. So it's the same with music, like conveying music. It's just, it doesn't take much to get it across. You know what I'm saying? So there's two notes that I want to convey to you in a pentatonic scale that are the most effective notes in soloing, in my opinion, and that is the 3rd and the 7th, and they're also the easiest notes to find. So let's say in the key of E, the E is called the tonic. It's the root of the scale. The next note up is going to be the 3rd. The next note down is going to be the 7th. It makes those notes really easy to find. They're really effective, and they bend really well. Check it out. And those are the most effective notes that you'll find to express yourself in soloing. And you can still do the fast scales and the modes, but when you want to break it down and convey something emotional, those are the notes that are really going to do it for you, in my opinion. It does it for me. Here's another example of where you might see 3rds and 7ths. Up here, 7th, 1, 7, 1, bending up to the 1. 3rd, 3rd, 3rd. You can hear how impactful those notes are. Here's another example. 7. There's the 1, the E. There's your 3rd. There's the 7th. 7th. Also, on the A power chord, you might have heard this riff before, or some variation of it. This note. Guess what? It's the 3rd. That's the 7th. Classic rock and roll, blues, key tones. So if you know you're seeing your fast players, you're learning the scales and the modes, and there's something missing, this could be a part of it. Maybe not, but I'm throwing it out there because I think it's really important. So you can still use your scales and modes, your speed playing, but break it down and get a motive with these notes and add a little suspense in there, a little touch of the old school, and then get right back into your flash playing, and you're all over the place. To be like, wow, man, that person's amazing. They got the emotional going and the flash and all that good stuff. So don't forget about the blues. Even if you don't like the blues, you can still learn something from it. You know what I'm saying? All right. So hopefully this helps you out. Guitar solo technique lesson. I'm going to rock on out of here. We'll see you back here in about 7 days. Have a great week. Play your guitar. It's good for you.
Thank you.